What's going on, YouTube? We are back with another video, and today's video, now that we know the 4 teams that are going to be participating in the college football playoff, I'm going to take all 4 of them and we are going to do a King of the Hill with all 4 teams. We're going to do first to 15 wins. If you don't know how King of the Hill works, we're going to start off with one team at the top of the hill, which is going to be the Michigan Wolverines, the number 1 seed, and then we will have teams play against them and try to knock them off. If you win, you are now atop the mountain. If you lose, you go back to the bottom of the line. Michigan, Washington, Texas, and Alabama will be the teams participating in today's matchup. Michigan will start with home field advantage because they are the 1 seed, and they will take on Washington. And then, if Washington wins, they will take on Texas, so on and so forth, until one team is atop the whole thing with 15 wins at the end. Let's hop in. First game, Michigan versus Washington. If you do enjoy my videos, like and subscribe. We are on the road to 5K, and for every 1,000 subscribers, we get up until NCAA 24, it's probably going to be called, the actual one for PS5. I will be giving away 1 copy for my boys, my subscribers. So if we hit 5K, that's 1 copy, 6K, 2 copies, so on and so forth. Let's hop in. Michigan hosting Washington. Here we go, the first game. Michigan hosting, as you know, top of the mountain hosts the games. Somebody's got to go into their stadium and beat them. Let's see if Washington can do it in our first game. We've got an insane overtime matchup in our first game, and Michigan's faced with a 4th and 2 for the game. They're going to throw a screen, and they're going to pick up the first down and get inside the 5-yard line, where Michigan is now only 2 yards away from tying it and sending it into another overtime. Let's see what they can do on first down. Motion right. J.J. McCarthy's going to take the snap, give it to Blake Corum, and he's going to get stopped at the inch-yard line. But they should be able to knock it in here on 2nd and goal, kick the extra point, and then they will start on offense for our next overtime. J.J. McCarthy's going to keep it, and we're headed to another overtime. We're at the point in overtime where you got to go for 2. Michigan scored their touchdown, got their 2-point conversion, and now Washington scored their touchdown. And now this 2-point conversion is for the game. And they're going to drop the pass, and Michigan is going to win 50-48. What an insane game to kick off this video. Washington comes up just short. Michigan picks up the first point of the day, and now Michigan will host Texas in our next matchup. Here we go. Michigan picks up the first point of the video. Let's see if Texas can stop their run early, or can Michigan keep it going. We got Texas versus Michigan. We've got another incredibly close matchup, and Michigan's got a field goal to win it right here on 4th and 6. Can they pull off another dub by a very small margin? 4-3, hike, kicks up, and it's in. Michigan squeaks by with another dub over Texas as they go to 2-0 and pick up their 2nd point, and they will host Alabama now. Can Michigan go on a run? 15 straight to start the video and nobody else picks up dub? I doubt that's going to happen, but you never know. Michigan 2-0 to start the video, and they will host Alabama in our next matchup. Game number 3, Michigan. First team to play everybody. Let's see if they can beat everybody. If they do win this game, we'll start it back over. They'll play Washington once again. If Alabama wins, though, Michigan will head to the back of the line, and Alabama will be hosting from then on. Let's see who's going to come out on top. Michigan in their first little struggle here, down by 5. They need a touchdown on this drive, and they're going to pick up the first down, keep the drive going. We've got 1 timeout, 1:20. Michigan wasn't able to score a touchdown on that drive, giving the ball back to Alabama, and they're just going to be able to run out the clock as they almost pick up the first down on that run. As Alabama knocks off Michigan, maybe a little preview to the first round matchup. You never know, but Michigan picks up 2 points before getting knocked off by Alabama, who picks up their first point. And now Alabama will host Washington, because we are now back to the top of the line. Washington, Texas, then Michigan is what the line's looking like. Alabama hosting. Here we go. We've got a new host team, and it's the Alabama Crimson Tide. They're taking on Washington. The only way they can play in the college football playoffs is if they both win and play in the Natty. So let's see who's going to win this one. Another offensive shootout, but Alabama is going to pick up their second point, tying them for first place with Michigan as Washington drops another game. They are going to have a humongous play to end this one off, but it's not going to help as they're down 14. So Washington will have to head back to the back of the line. They're 0-2 now in this video. Alabama will take on Texas in our next matchup. Here we go, rematch of the regular season matchup. Identical, it's in Tuscaloosa. Alabama versus Texas. Let's see who's going to come out on top in this one. We're in a close one. We're in overtime. Alabama started with the ball, got a field goal, meaning if Texas scores a touchdown, they win this game. If not, they can settle for a field goal and send it to another overtime. But it is first and goal on the Alabama 5. They're looking very, very good right now as Quinn Ewers is going to snap the ball, hopefully. Yep. And he's going to keep it on the read option, break a tackle, break 2 tackles, and only pick up a yard, as that's going to bring up second and goal. They've got 2 more opportunities to score a touchdown, 3 if they really want to send it, but they can settle for a field goal and take it to another overtime. Quinn Ewers drops back to pass, finds a wide open man, and the ball bounces straight off his head. That would have ended the game, and now they've got a 3rd and goal from the 5. They need a touchdown here if they want to finish this game off. If not, they're going to have to settle for a field goal. Motioning out left, they're passing them the ball wide open on the left side, but he's going to get tackled just short. Are they going to go for it or kick the field goal? They're going to kick the field goal and send it into another overtime. What a stop by Alabama. Texas is going to start with the ball in the second overtime. Here we are in the 3rd overtime, second overtime. Both teams scored a touchdown really quick. Alabama got the ball first. They scored a touchdown and got their 2-point conversion. And now Texas got a 4th and 9, and they're not going to get it, meaning Alabama gets their revenge from the regular season and picks up point number 3. And Texas and Washington are both 0-2 and have not won a game yet. So Alabama is playing against Michigan again. Let's see who's going to win it in the second matchup. At the half, Alabama leads this second matchup between Michigan and Alabama 17-14. Let's see if Michigan can come back and get back to playing on their home turf. 4th and 6 for Alabama. They need a touchdown, trailing by 8. Not only do they need a touchdown, they need a 2-point conversion. 4th and 6, Jalen Milroe is going to get sacked, and that's going to do it. Michigan gets their 3rd point, tying them back up with Alabama, and now they will have home field advantage once again. This has been an Alabama and Michigan video so far. Can Washington or Texas pick up a dub? Let's find out. Michigan will be hosting Washington. It's not looking good for Washington in their 3rd game, as they trail by 2 touchdowns at the half, but you never know what could happen in the second half. What is up with Washington so far in this video? They are 0-3 as Michigan picks up their 4th point. Washington struggling on the road. They just can't get over the hump. Maybe next time, but Michigan will be taking on Texas, who is also winless in this video. Let's see if they can pick up a dub. Another not very close one at the half as Michigan is dominating in this video as they have 4 points and they are up 20-7 over Texas at half. Absolute domination by the Wolverines, 40-14 over Texas in an abomination of a game by Texas as they're going to lose their 3rd straight game, and Michigan and Alabama what this video's been all about so far. We'll take on each other in the big house once again. Michigan and Alabama in another great matchup. Michigan leads 17-14 at the half. Michigan playing incredible at home. They're going to pick up another dub. I believe that's their 4th straight dub. And they will be taking on Washington once again to see if Washington can finally get on the board in this video. Let's see if they can make it happen. Washington, they're finally leading at half. Let's see if they can finally get over the hump and get their first dub over Michigan and host a game. It's looking like it could happen here. 3rd and 1 for Washington. They're up 17-14. If they pick up this first down, this one is all over, and they are going to pick up the first down. And with 1 minute and 20 seconds left, I do believe they can just kneel it out. Uh-oh. This is not good. Michigan getting the ball back. 2nd and 10. 1st and 10 now for Michigan. 20 seconds left and the time is running. They've got no timeouts left. 15 seconds. They need to get into field goal range. J.J. McCarthy's going to throw it over the middle to Blake Corum. They're going to pick up the first down to the 38-yard line. They're going to get to the line and spike it. That's going to be about a 55-yard field goal. I'm not sure if their kicker's got that leg. They're going to bring the offense back out onto the field with 7 seconds left. If they can pick up a quick first down, they might be able to get a spike off. They're going to chuck it deep. It's going to be caught. Can they get to the line or no? 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. And they're going to run out of time. They couldn't get to the line quick enough as Washington is going to squeak by with their first dub of the video, knocking off Michigan, who is in the lead with 6 points. So now Washington will be taking on Texas to see if Texas can pick up their first dub. Texas is looking to stop Washington's streak at 1 and pick up their first dub as they lead 17-7 at the half. Washington's got a 4th and 3. They only need a field goal, but they are not in field goal range as the time is ticking down. 35 seconds left. Penix drops back to pass. He's going to throw over the middle, pick up the first down, and they're going to hurry to the line. 30 seconds left. All they need is a field goal to send it to overtime. Touchdown will win it, though, as they're going to have a 1st and 10. 25 seconds left. They're just going to throw it to their fullback, and they're going to have to... No, they're not going to waste their timeout. They're going to hurry to the line and spike the ball. 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5, it looks like they're going to need about 10 yards to get into field goal range from here. So, let's see what they can do. They're going to throw it left side, wide open receiver, and they're going to pick up 21 yards, and they're going to hurry to the line. They do have a timeout, so this is a bit interesting. It looks like they're going to run an actual play. They're not even going to spike the ball. They're hiking the ball with 6 seconds left, and it looks like they might run out of time here. They are going to run out of time. Terrible clock management is going to cost Washington the game, not even giving them a chance to go to overtime, as Texas is going to pick up their first dub of the video, and they will now be hosting Alabama. Texas looking to go on a run as they lead 14-0 over Bama at the half. Dominant game by Texas's defense. 21-0 is going to be your final score, as they've got Arch Manning in the game getting some reps, as they do not care that Alabama showed up and got whooped. 21-0. Texas picks up their second dub and sends Alabama back to the end of the line. Now Texas has to face the team in first place, Michigan. What a first half by Texas. Putting up 31 points on that Michigan defense is insane, and they got a 17-point lead headed to the second half. Let's see if they can hold on and keep Michigan from scoring points. Michigan is going to get beat by a lot, as Texas is starting a little bit of a run of their own, as they're tied with Alabama for second place, and knocking off Michigan's going to push them to the end of the line, making them not able to score points for at least 2 more games, as Texas will be taking on Washington once again. Another good-looking first half by Texas as they lead 21-0 over Washington. Washington has really struggled in this video, only winning 1 game, and it was only because Michigan couldn't get to the liner on that last play. But there is a second half of football. You never know what could happen. More of the same in the second half is what happened. 31-0 over Washington, dominating game by Texas as they go into solo for second place over Alabama, but they will have to play Alabama once again in our next matchup. Bama's trying to pick up the dub and get the tie with Texas for second. Let's see what's going to happen. What a turnaround for Texas in this video as they are leading Alabama by 21 at the half now. They went from starting 0-3 to now being solo second place and only 1 point behind Michigan. If they can pull this dub off and hold on to their 21-point lead in this second half. And if they do get this win, they have a chance to play Michigan to tie them for first place as they pick up a 45-17 home dub over Alabama, sending them to the back of the line. Now, they've got a chance to tie Michigan by beating them. Texas once again leading by double digits at the half, 21-10 over Michigan, looking to tie them up in total wins. Texas picking up another dub. These games haven't even been close. 28-17 over Michigan, and now they are tied with them at 6 total points. A little quick point update. Michigan's got 6, Texas has 6. Alabama's got 3, and Washington only has 1. But they're going to have a chance to get another one right here, taking on Texas. Washington, they're trying their best to get some dubs, leading 14-10 over Texas. Let's see if they can hold on. Washington is going to be able to hold on to their dub as they're going to be the team to stop Texas's run at 6 points. So Washington, they've got 2 points, and now they've got a chance of their own to go on a run as they will be taking on Bama. Never count out the Washington Huskies. They're trying to battle back. They lead 14-10 over Bama. They're trying to get a tie for third place with Bama at 3 wins if they can beat them. Washington leads by 3. Alabama's going to need a miracle here. 8 seconds left. They do have all 3 timeouts, so they can throw the ball anywhere, but time is not on their side as they're going to throw the ball away and have one shot at a 78-yard touchdown for the win. If Washington can make the play, they'll pick up their 3rd point and take on Michigan. Let's see if they can get the stop. Milroe throws it right side, and it's going to be knocked down as Washington is now tied with Bama at 3 wins. But Washington's got to take on Michigan, who is in first place. Washington now leads Michigan 21-14. It's all about getting hot at the right time. Washington's trying to do that, up 7 over Michigan at the half. Washington blew their lead, but they've got the ball 4th and 1 on the Michigan 10-yard line. They have to pick this up or this game's over. They're going to run a draw, and it's going to get blown up in the backfield by the Wolverines. And Michigan is going to take back solo first place with their 7th win of the video, and Washington's run comes to a very, very short end. And now Michigan will host Texas, who is right behind them with 6 points. On the road, Texas leading 21-0 over Michigan. They've got to pick it up in the second half if they don't want Texas to tie them up and have a chance to take the lead. Michigan brought it all the way back, but now Texas has the ball inside their 5-yard line, and it's inevitable. It feels like that Texas is going to win this game, as with 10 seconds left, they've got a timeout still, so they're going to run one more play and then call a timeout and kick the field goal. They're going to run a read option, pitch it out to the left, and walk it in for a touchdown. Alabama on the road trying to get back onto the board as they're beating Texas 17-14 on the road. Let's see what's going to happen in the second half. Texas, with an incredible second half, is going to beat Alabama, meaning Texas takes solo first place for the first time all day with 8 wins, the first team to pass 50% of the way there as they beat Alabama, and now they'll take on Washington. Texas once again in the driver's seat to pick up another dub, up 7-0 at half over Washington. Washington's got to start winning some games, or they're going to be out of the running very, very soon. Washington must have heard what I said at the half because they came out. Now they're winning 18-14 with only 26 seconds left. Texas has got a 4th down. They have to pick it up. They are going to pick it up, but there is still only 20 seconds left, and they need a touchdown or this game's going to be over. They're going to hurry to the line. Time is ticking down to about 15 seconds. Quinn Ewers going to throw right side wide open receiver, and they're going to have 13 seconds left. They're hurrying to the line. Once again, I thought he got out of bounds, but apparently he did not get out of bounds, and they're running a motion play when they need to hurry up and hike the ball. This might be the last play of the game. They're going to throw it across the middle. They're going to get tackled, but with no time on the clock, Washington gets the dub over Texas, and now Washington's picked up their 4th point of the video, and they will now take on Michigan. Maybe it's time for Washington to go on a run as they lead 21-14 at home. A lot of these games have just been decided on who is the home team. The home field advantage has been working very, very well as Michigan trails by 7 headed into the second half. Washington picks up another dub, this one a little bit convincingly, with Michigan losing by 10, and Washington gets in to number 5 as they are creeping closer to that first place after having an awful start, and they will take on Bama in the next matchup. Bama with the 10-point lead on the road, trying to get their home field advantage back and try to claw back into this video because they are down by a lot right now. Let's see what happens in the second half. Washington with a remarkable second half. They came all the way back and won it 35-32 as Alabama blows the lead, and that's just been the story of their video. I believe they won 3 in a row at one point and haven't won a game since. So Washington gets their 6th point as they only trail Michigan by 1 and Texas by 2. So this is a 3-team race right now as Alabama just sits at the bottom. But Washington will take on Texas, the leader, in this next matchup. Texas leading by just 1 at the half. Not much offense in this one, but you never know what the second half's got in store. Dominant second half by Washington. Texas didn't score a single point, and Washington got 2 touchdowns. So now Washington is tied for second place with Michigan and only 1 win behind Texas in first place. So whoever wins this next matchup will be tied with Texas at first place between Washington and Michigan. Washington has a 1st and goal, trailing by 8 with 20 seconds left. They need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to send this thing into overtime. Let's see if they can do it. They're wasting a whole lot of clock here. They need to snap the ball. They have no timeouts, so I guess they're just going for one final play. They need a touchdown on it, or this game will be over. Penix drops back to pass. He's got all day back there, and he's going to find a man in the back of the end zone. But the job is not finished. They must get this 2-point conversion to add on to that 19-21 to send it to overtime. Penix is going to hand it off, but it's going to get stopped in the backfield. They lost a game earlier in this video on the same dumb play, and they're going to lose another one as Michigan is going to host games now, and they're tied for first place, and they will take on Bama, who hasn't won in a while. They are due. Looks like Alabama is going to finally win a game for the first time in a very long time, as Michigan's got a 4th and 19 here, and they're not going to pick it up, and they were down 2 possessions with 15 seconds left. So Alabama does pick up a dub. Is it time for them to go on a run? Let's find out, as they will be taking on Texas in the next matchup. 40 seconds left and ticking. Texas is going to kick a field goal. If they make it, this game's over, and they make it to make it a 2-possession lead. And Texas is now up to 9 wins, 1 away from being the first team to 10. They will take on Washington in Texas. Let's see what's going to happen. Washington went on the road and dominated against Texas. That means Washington is now up to 8 points, only 1 behind Texas, and they will take on Michigan to see who will tie Texas in first place once again. Michigan goes on the road and dominates Washington in their home building, meaning Washington's tied with nobody at third place now, as Michigan moves up to be tied with Texas at 9. And now Michigan will host Bama to see if they can get to 10 and be the first person to 10. Let's see what's going to happen. We've got a close one between Bama and Michigan. 20 seconds left. Michigan needs a touchdown. They've got no timeouts. J.J. McCarthy drops back to pass on 1st and 10. Finds an open man, but he drops it in the end zone. They are going to have at least 2 more tries at the end zone to get this touchdown. They just can't throw it before the end zone unless they're going to hurry up to the line. 2nd and 10. J.J. McCarthy drops back to pass. He's got all day. He's just going to throw it away to the right. They should have 2 plays as long as they keep the ball out of bounds. Just do not get tackled before the end zone inbounds or this game is over. 8 seconds left. He drops back to pass. Do not get sacked. He gets sacked, and that's going to end it as Alabama beats Michigan on their home turf. And Alabama, I'm not going to say it now, but they could come back. They're up to 5 points now, and they will be playing on their home field next game. 4th and 6 for Alabama. Texas looking to be the first team to 10 wins. If they get a stop here, it's going to be almost over, but Alabama picks up the first down. Texas gets the stop and now is either going to punt this ball or maybe run out the clock. They're going to punt it, give Alabama maybe a shot at coming back. 20 seconds left. 10 seconds remain. Alabama's going to have 1 shot at a touchdown. If not, Texas will get the dub and be the first person to 10 wins. Milrow's going to get hit, and he's going to have to throw it out of bounds. And Alabama falls to Texas, who picks up their 10th win, and now they are in solo first. Quick points update. Texas at 10, Michigan at 9, Washington at 8, and Alabama at 5. As Texas will take on Washington in our next matchup. Texas leads 31-24 over Washington. If they win this game, they are 4 wins away from winning this whole video, as they're going to sack Michael Penix on 4th down, securing their 11th dub. And now they will take on Michigan, who's trying to stay in this video. So Texas is up to 11, 4 wins away. Let's see if they can keep going. Tie ball game with just 14 seconds left. Texas got to hurry up and call a play. They have 2 timeouts, but I don't know why they're not calling them. 6 seconds left. They're going to run the ball. They got to get down. They are going to get their timeout off, and it looks like this field goal will get them up to 12 wins, just 3 wins away from winning this whole video. The kick is up. The kick is good, and they knock off Michigan, and now they will take on Bama to try to get their 13th win of the video. Texas thought they could just cruise to the end of this video, but nope. Alabama comes on the road and dominates them inside their house, as Alabama picks up their 6th dub. They are only 2 behind Washington and 3 behind Alabama. No, not Alabama, Michigan. So they're not completely out of it yet, but they'll be taking on Washington in the next game. Alabama very, very steadily staying in this video, as they're going to pick up their 7th dub, moving them right behind Washington. and a little bit behind Michigan, as they will be taking on Michigan in our next matchup after they dominate Washington 49-27. Never say never. Alabama's trying their best to come back, as they're going to pick up another dub, putting them at 8 as they beat Michigan 24-21, and now they'll take on first place Texas. This is probably the biggest game of the video so far. Let's see who's going to come out on top. Alabama was on a heck of a run, but 528 yards to 198. You're not going to win that game, nor is it going to be relatively close. Texas comes into their stadium and demolishes them, picking up their 13th win and only 2 away from winning the video 42-14. Absolutely destroying Bama, and now they'll take on Washington. Texas is getting within 1 game. Michigan is the only team standing in the way of them winning this video. It's 36-21 over Washington. They're going to win, and they're going to add another touchdown on top of it. They're up to 14 wins, and Michigan's the only team standing in their way of getting to 15. Let's see if they can finish the job right here. Michigan's trying their best to beat Texas and keep this video going. They lead 13-9 at the half, but we still got a whole half of football. We are in a tight one. Texas has 8 seconds left. First and goal. They need a touchdown. They cannot settle for a field goal. Touchdown, and you win the whole video, Texas. It comes down to it. Quinn Ewers drops back to pass. He's got all day. He's going to dump it off to his running back. And with 2 seconds left, they're going to have one shot for the video. If not, Michigan keeps it going, and they'll pick up their 10th point. 2 seconds left. Last play of the game. Quinn Ewers throws it right side, and it's going to be a touchdown for Texas. In the last play of the game is their 15th and final win of the video. Final scores are Texas winning with 15. Second place Michigan with 9. Washington with 8. And Alabama with 7 wins. What a final game to end it off. Hope you guys did enjoy. Like and subscribe. Remember, every 1,000 subscribers, I'll be giving away a copy of the brand new NCAA when it comes out. So, like and subscribe. Peace.